First shooting of Pietta's Army Yank Pepperbox, William Hovey Smith, 2015. I'm the author of the forthcoming book, Muzzleloading Guns for Self-Defense, and also a new business book, Ideas for New Businesses. This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman. Previously in these episodes, talking about muzzleloading guns, we have spoken about this particular pistol. Now, this is a so-called Confederate revolver in replica form as commonly sold in the United States. And it is likely the most common percussion revolver that's generally available. It's inexpensive, it's usual, but this ain't the gun we're going to be talking about. I'll only show you by way of comparison. Likewise, the infamous duckfoot pistol. Smoothbore gun, 3 barrels. Discharged them all at once. Woo! Yeah, it really did. And we have a video about this one too. Yep. Now, what is this thing? Well, first off, it seems to have something missing. Mostly barrel. Yeah, they ain't got none. Just an extremely elongate cylinder compared to the usual percussion revolvers. Even my hound dogs don't like it. They think it's strange. Yeah. But nonetheless, this is what we're going to show. Oh, yeah. The cylinder is also the barrel. Yeah. They used a Army frame, as much as it was, and they put a 36 caliber smooth bored cylinder on it to make a Peppebox pistol. Move. Now, this pistol had some capabilities. Historically, the Peppebox design offered multiple shots, and they were fired most commonly one at a time with each pull of the trigger. Although occasionally they would discharge simultaneously, as famously chronicled by Mark Twain. We are going to proceed to load up this gun with a variety of loads. Now, what this gun officially is, it's made by Pietta. It is called the Army Yank Pepperbox pistol in 36 caliber smoothbore. It disassembles easily enough. If you buy such a gun, the first thing you do is take a screwdriver and you grind its slot to fit this screw. Do that. Okay? Then, once you have it fitted, this is what retains the cylinder chamber's barrel, hyphen, in the gun. Whoa. Put it on half cock. Then the barrels, cylinders, chambers slip off. Otherwise, this is exactly the same frame as Pietta uses on any of their other 44 caliber Colt percussion 1851 revolvers. Woo! Same one. Okay. Now we have here what I maintain to be the ugliest instrument known to mankind that serves a functional purpose. This is my Super Walker loading stand. And it has spindles here for holding the Walker cylinder the Remington 1858 cylinder and the Colt 44 caliber cylinders, and also this one. Whoa. So, I have now fitted a new plunger here to fit this 36 caliber cylinder. So we are going to proceed to load. We have a cut-off cartridge case here. Yeah. And we are going to weigh out 20 grains of black powder. And this happens to be triple FG. Okay, that's got it, 20 grains exactly. And we're going to check this measure and adjust it just to make sure. Yeah, that's 20 grains. And pour it into the chambers. Then we're going to take one of our styrofoam wads here. Whoop. Seat it over the top. Whoa. Proceed to run it down. And so we're going to load all of these and put a different variety of bullets and also some interesting material for shooting carpenter bees in each of these, and then go out in the yard and shoot it. The trick with all black powder guns is not how much powder you can cram down a cylinder, is how much you can actually combust. And that's what gives you velocity and muzzle energy. Otherwise, you are just flinging fragments of burning powder out the end of the barrel. So we've got a wad and powder charge already in this chamber. Okay. Put a wad on it. Pre-cut patch. Just lubricated it. Put it down over the chamber. Index it. Okay. Index it properly. We can ram it home now. Okay. All the way down. All right. Now that is one ball seated. Now, there is another thing you can do. There was a technique back in the day that if you wanted to do more than your single barrel gun would usually be capable of, you not only loaded one round ball in your barrel, you loaded two. So now we are going to attempt to load two patched round balls. So this gives you more pressure in this cylinder and also more efficient combustion. There's one. Okay. Okay. That is seated. Okay. That's 2 round balls. All right. Can we get brave? Okay. If 2 round balls will work, what about 3? Now this is starting to throw a serious number of projectiles out there somewhere. Now where that somewhere may be, I don't know. This is one. Okay, one seated. two-seated. Now this is starting to get a little serious here, guys. With 20 grains of powder and 3 projectiles pointed in the same direction, yeah, you know, you might hit something. Okay. Now there are other kinds of projectiles, and these are elongate projectiles like this. This is the usual projectile for a .36 caliber revolver. Okay. Seats in the chamber. Okay. Seated down, cut a piece off. Seated all the way down the powder. Okay. Don't think we'll do any more of that. All right. Now, yet another thing these are useful for, and that is for propelling shot. Now, you need small shot. And so what we have here is magnetite. These are crystals that have been panned from the soil. And as you might suspect with a name like magnetite, they are indeed magnetic, as you can see. These are heavy, dense, and they are also more effective and less abrasive than sand for use as shot. So we are going to load a charge of magnetite shot. And what these are particularly intended for are carpenter bees. So we put our base wad all the way down, and we pour in our shot. Equal in volume. Okay. Then we obviously need an overshot wad. Okay. So I'll crimp it down. Then we do that again. And these are going to be our initial test loads. From a range of 10 yards, we're going to aim at the center of the target, right about in here, and see what sort of hits we get on more or less the figure of a man at that range on this old piece of salvaged cardboard. Don't have any idea where the gun shoots. I'm not willing to risk my chronograph, quite frankly, putting it out here to get velocity figures at this stage of the game until I have some idea how in the world it shoots. So we're going to stand off at 10 yards and see what happens. 1, 9, 10. What? Particle bullet. Well, actually, critter did not do too bad. Okay. Sighted in here. You can see where the conical bullet actually hit sideways there. Yeah, the shot charge is actually in here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, fellas, for a smoothbore gun at 10 yards, that ain't half bad. Well, how did the Army Yank Pepperbox do? Well, surprisingly, it did very well indeed. Now, there were 6 solid projectiles loaded, and they all hit right here at 10 yards, and the point of aim was right about here. So yeah, the gun shoots high, but wow, that is an excellent dispersion with very little drift laterally. Oh yeah, you could actually hit somebody with this thing. Now, if you loaded 3 round balls in each of the chambers, that would be a lot of projectiles. And I guarantee you, I certainly would not want to be facing this thing at 10 yards, with 3 .35 caliber balls loaded in each of these chamber cylinder barrels. Would not be healthy at all. But now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe, goodbye, God bless, and see you next time. The Pepperbox will be among the guns featured in my forthcoming book, Muzzleloading Guns for Self-Defense. Now here is the weight of the projectiles that was actually used in this test, and the gun showed absolutely no indications of excess pressures. Yeah, it handled all these things very, very well indeed. Now I'll have a new book, Ideas for New Businesses, out within about a month. So this one will be out both as ebook and as softcover, and here's a little blurb about that one. For more information on my books, blogs, and 400 videos, go to my website, www.hoveysmith.com. Good hunting and good eating from the outdoors. Goodbye, and God bless.